It's the way they present themselves when they go like full English. I think that's why a lot of people have that problem with like Aquafina. You know who Aquafina is?
I've heard the name.
She's an actress, like an Asian American actress,
Yeah, I've
but
heard.
she puts on like the black scent,
Oh yeah.
and I think it's confusing the senses of people because people are secretly racist and they want only hear certain people a certain kind of way. So people get really upset instead of saying, you know what, I'm being racist. They just want to blame people for being what they want to be because they're not secure in their own damn selves. No, that's a lot of reality TV, man. Fucking up my mind. If you're tuning in, this is the tip. This is Key the Great. First time in, I think, a while that I'm able to actually say my name. Because I don't ever think we say our names on the podcast.
We do not.
Y'all starting already?
Yeah, we're doing the tip podcast. Do you want to just get on there? Are you doing anything? Do you want to just talk?
Oh, I didn't want to mess up y'all flow.
Nah, we're not really doing anything. I feel like I'm at the point that I have to put out an episode. Because I'm already here. I committed the time to. Because I thought about just fucking canceling. Because Devin said he's going to cancel. But I'm like, you know what? Dre's going to be there anyway. I don't feel like he's getting his time worth. Even though we're not even paying him. So I feel bad about that.
Nah, it's the amount of showing up. I get it.
So it's like,
They just wanted to arrive and show up.
should I keep doing this? Should we keep doing this? That's where I'm at the point at.
You're here.
I know.
Do it. You're here.
Okay. Is anybody actually listening? That's my next question. Am I wasting my time? Do I do this because I've fallen into a routine because I'm old? That what happens when you get old. You start making routines for yourself.
When you start doing routines as a child, some of them just become second nature.
Yeah, but I'm saying like every Sunday, I'm at the house at least 3:30. And I go to the same bar, go to Chili's, see my same bartenders. They know what I'm getting. They know my drink order. They know I come there every Sunday at that time. And then if they do a switcheroo where they switch the bartender up that somebody ain't used to, like my day is different. I'm not gonna say it's personally good, like better or anything like that, but it's different. And then I come here, and then I sit here and do this. Then depending on if the gummy wears off or not, I stay for the second podcast. This is a tip. Kid the Great.
Retro Dre in the BUIODING, aka the building. If you don't know how to spell, I don't sometimes, and that's okay. It's all that we have to do is learn and get better every single day. That's one of my weaknesses. I don't talk about much because
The spelling?
it's a little embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. When
I can't spell for shit
when
either.
people tell me certain words that spell for their rap names, I don't know how to spell it. I feel like impaired. I feel impaired. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, boy, when you get those songs with people with complicated titles, and you're like, you're like, shit, I don't know how to spell that shit.
And you want to look them up on the internet real quick and hope they don't see it, but you can't.
Yeah, and then you repeat the question to them. You're like, what's the title again?
Hey, spell it for me.
I'm gonna fight because I'm legit doing this shit right now. I kid you not.
I'm like,
It's like-
hey, spell it for me. This is how it's spelled. T-R what? Oh, all right, got you. Then you look.
And you look at it, it don't look right.
It doesn't look right, but you spell it anyway, and that's just what it is.
It is what it is. And you know in your head, you're like, that shit don't look right, man. That shit ain't right.
At
And then you
all.
still look it up, and it's right, but it just don't look right.
Exactly.
And you're like, am I saying this wrong the whole time? Yeah.
Me and trying to spell the word how it sounds, and it's wrong sometimes. Like, oh.
Yeah. Man, the internet messed us up, man. Like,
I wouldn't say the internet. I think
internet, Google, all the messed us up, man. All the shortcuts. If there's people that don't use the shortcuts, I feel like everybody uses shortcuts to an extent.
I mean, it's accessible, so why not?
Yeah. But some people are proud not to use the shortcuts though. Those are the weirdos.
Oh, or like the people who sometimes don't want to use MIDI because they think it's cheating.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have fun with that. I'm gonna make these beats quicker.
The people that want to go, the people that says, I want an actual book to hold to read. When you just buy the ebook for $4.99, you never have to leave the house, and you get the same exact feeling, and you fall asleep at the same exact part in the book, and it just doesn't
I'm
get a
that
little
guy.
wet.
When it
from
comes
the
to
spit.
books, I'm that guy. When it comes to books, I like to read my books. I'm not.
I mean, I like a good book. I ain't gonna lie, I like a good book. I'm an audiobook kind of person too.
I like podcasts better. I don't care about audiobooks.
I like them both.
I don't want to hear somebody read to me unless it's a part of the podcast that I'm listening to. That's weird to me.
I don't know. When I'm in the mood for a story, like a full-on story, without the real life stuff, because I think a lot of podcasts is. I don't know. Do you listen to where they're more reality with a subject that you do?
So I do listen to podcasts that relate to what I do now. I listen to I forgot the name of the podcast. It's called Mixing Music Podcast because just want to know some other ways just to get better and what business stuff to do as an audio engineer and be in the music industry. So that's one podcast I do listen to that's related to. I also listen to myself to learn and figure out why did this episode work or not work. Why is this not carrying over? What's so good about this that we need to put in a new episode? I'm starting to do more analyzation of me now personally, what I've been involved in, to see how I can better it, and also listen to what other people are doing so I can take what they've done and make it better on the platforms that I do it on. And the main proponent in that is marketing. If you don't know how to market anything, you're not going to go anywhere. I don't care how good you are. If you think you're d.r.E 2.15 and you actually release music in a year or two time span, but you don't know how to market yourself, you're not going anywhere. I don't care what you do, who you are, you're not going anywhere. You could be Steve Jobs, part 5. You're not going anywhere if you don't know how to market it. Your ideas can be as great as a Michael Jordan fourth quarter jump shot. If you don't know how to market it, you're not going anywhere. You're just going to be like, oh, it's just that guy. Or woman, if this is the case.
Okay.
So you just have to get better and study yourself, but market yourself. We're all good to great at something. Figure out what that is. Push it out there to the people you need to get in front of. Don't push it to other people that's doing the same thing in the same wheelhouse, because that's weird. Do not go perform if it's a bunch of people who don't know you. Unless your goal is to practice, then that's fine. Or people that doing the same thing as you, that's useless. Because that's just something I've actually been thinking about as well. As an upcoming artist, should you start performing first or getting a fan base?
Can't you do both?
Because I was thinking about it like this. When I went to a show recently and I was looking at the crowd.
Yo.
And I wanted to figure out, all right, these artists performing, but if people aren't there for them or they don't like their listening, is it worth it?
I don't know. Got Zach in the building.
I'm not sitting in this stool though.
Okay.
Right here. What's up?
What's happening, man?
Let me readjust. How's everybody doing?
Fantastical.
How you doing, sir? You been out for a few weeks, man. You been all right?
Yeah. Been sick a couple times. COVID and stomach bugs and stuff.
Yeah.
But
How many times you had COVID? Like 5?
this is 2 now. Just
I
2.
feel like you had it like 18 times already.
You gotta upgrade your immune system, man.
I will say the second time was a lot easier than the first time. The first time sucked. The second time was like basically just a cold for a few days.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I just feel like you're sick all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sick all the
ask
time,
her,
but I'm
man,
old.
I have a tendency to get sick.
You need to drink some orange juice.
I do.
You supposed to have that mountain blood
Mountain
or something like that. feel like they don't get sick out there.
Drink spring water.
It's alright. Only got a little bit of dirt on it.
Genuinely, I drink out of creeks when I go back home pretty often.
Yikes! That's what you got COVID.
That's tough.
Like you get COVID, and that's why you get COVID, and because you act like that.
True. I mean, I can't argue with that, but it's just something about being up there and like knowing that nobody stepped in this water.
I don't know. Like if you go like 30 feet up the thing, there's somebody pissing in it, and you drinking John's piss. You don't know it because it's kind of clear.
Not those
filter.
creeks.
You
got better mountains than that.
I mean, what happened if somebody was on there's a tree, right? And you're on like the right side of the tree, right? And a little bit up the left side of the tree, because the tree's so big, you see them, and there's a guy just pissing in the spring, and you're just like,
I will say, when drinking out of the stream, that's always running through my mind.
Okay.
Especially if there's a tree upstream, a ways. There could be somebody behind it taking a piss. But,
It could be a whole like moose or.
I'd say 99% of the time, I'm drinking piss-free water.
So you say.
So I believe.
Like a deer is like taking a piss, and it's not even like human piss.
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
no settlements up there or anything.
I don't know.
No Amish people up there.
Gotcha. All right.
So, what's up with
Speaking of
missing-
streams, we were just talking about as an upcoming artist, is it important for you to get a fan base or start performing? What are your thoughts?
Depends on the artist. I mean, like, Frank Ocean got a fan base. Some people start performing, you know? I don't know if I could say anything else.
Do you think them being hot, like being good looking, play like a major role in
Absolutely.
if they get their music by their fan base or actually like feel like if you're hot, there's a lot of not hot people trying to make music, so you have to have that little thing. But if you're hot, people gonna like you anyway.
I mean, I think it helps for sure. I mean, especially on a social media presence to like get people coming back to your page if you're hot, because like people will come back to your page if you're hot.
Yeah, and then but if you're hot and stupid, that's even worse.
I guess it depends on the shtick.
Would you rather them be hot and an asshole or like hot and stupid?
Hot and stupid.
I'd rather them be hot and an asshole.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I got some trauma I don't know about. But I'd rather them be hot and an asshole. Because I don't know.
I don't like my celebrities rude. I don't know.
It doesn't, but I won't say like rude, but it's more like you ask them stupid questions, they are going to give you a smart answer.
Well, I mean,
And they are used to getting asked stupid questions, so they don't. So everything they do sounds a little bit rude, but it's not their fault. And people should know better.
like who?
I don't know. That's why I don't like anybody.
I don't know. I don't ever watch anybody's interviews or anything like that. I probably should, but
I suggest, if it's necessary for you to, do it, because you'll listen or watch some interviews and you'll say, damn, I hate how this person talks. I just want to hear them rap or do music because their conversation skills are trash.
I mean, that's
So-
part of it, though. Like, I don't listen to people's music for their personality.
Exactly.
I
You
do.
know? There's plenty
Sometimes.
of people out there that I think have great music, but I'd probably not want to hang out with in real life. Like,
Would you, if they came to you and said, "Hey, you want to hang out?" Would you be able to say, "No, I don't want to hang out with you," or you go and hang out with them?
I mean, that's tough because, like, I don't feel like I'm the type of person to just look at somebody and say, no, I don't want to hang out with you. I'd probably be like, oh, sure.
But what's the difference between you doing that when you looking at them and then when you do that in person? Like, it's just the in-person factor?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't
You
want to
gonna
hurt
be-
somebody's feelings right to their face. I mean, I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings in general, but if I'm going to do it right to their face, I mean, that kind of sucks.
I mean, and what happens So they say, hey, let's hang out, and you're like, sure, and then they're exactly the nightmare that you thought they were, and they're like, you're cool. I want to be your friend.
I'm gonna leave. I'd probably be cordial. Be like, oh yeah, I know, I'm pretty cool. Thank you.
Like, can I get your number and we can hang out?
No, but I did read a post today. I mean, it doesn't really apply to me because I'm not out here like getting girls' numbers and stuff. But if you ever get a girl's number, always read it back to them with the wrong digit. And if they correct you, that means that they gave you the right number. Just saying.
That's why.
That was almost a trap.
Say read it with the wrong digit.
Yeah. Read it with the wrong digit.
That's
she corrects
funny.
you, then obviously.
Yeah. Sometimes I done it multiple times when I pick up the phone and they want me to write down their number and I don't feel like doing it. Like they be like 919 and I make sure I repeat 919 and like 220-56. That's like, hold on, wait. I'm like 220. I'm not writing anything down at all. I'm just repeating it so they know that I'm writing it out. 52. What's the last two? 63. So I'll have to repeat it back to them. Say, okay, thank you.
But then what if they say, all right, let me get this straight, and they read it off, but there's one digit wrong.
Now I make the digit wrong, but it's usually the first. It's gonna be the first like two digits. Then they're gonna repeat it back themselves. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. Yeah, I got you. You just have to know how to play the system. It's just certain how certain people are brought up. You can tell how to manipulate them. I don't know if that makes me a sociopath, but
Talk about me being a serial killer. Look at you.
Sociopath and serial killer, two different things.
Adjacent.
But I'm not killing people. I say that there's a problem with me.
You're just really
You
manipulative.
are the person that's gonna have the ID channel show. I'm just the psycho bitch.
Psychopaths are more manipulative versus sociopaths that tend to be more erratic.
Well, if you didn't hear that, psychopaths are more manipulative than sociopaths that are more erratic.
So Dre's a psychopath, and I'm a sociopath.
Dre is what?
That's all.
I don't think I've ever had Dre try to manipulate. Well, I guess if you know that they're trying to manipulate you, then
Maybe that's what, like, that's how he's pushing it, though.
dude, that's next level.
Yeah, we
Amen.
we are making a whole new narrative. He want us to make the narrative, and he just try to play this cool. He just like, whatever. It's like he wants us to talk it out. So when it's true, nobody really will believe us
Interesting.
because they've been thinking that they're just paranoid. They don't know what they're talking about. I know
Well,
I'm talking. I see.
We probably should
I know
stop
his game.
revealing all his schemes and plans right here on the camera.
Well, the thing is, he wants this. This is what like they say. Like inside, he's like, they're talking about me. I'm one step closer. Like, but I know your game. I know your game, Dre. From the day that we just call you Dre, and you just an intern. I knew what this is. I know how I'm gonna end in this TV show when y'all gonna do that. Y'all talking heads. Y'all gonna be like, Q was right. She called it the whole time.
And where are you gonna be?
I'm probably his first victim. First and last.
Man,
But I'm thinking he's gonna brutally murder me.
Dre, if you could kill Akia,
I'm not answering this question. Just gonna kill that right now. I'm not answering this question. But if you want to ask it, you can go ahead. I'm just not gonna answer the
I
question.
don't think I need to.
I'm not gonna answer that question. Why would you do something like that, sir? But you can go ahead and ask. But just know I'm not gonna respond.
I don't think I need to finish.
I mean, if you would like to, it's all great in your whatever brain you're trying to configure over there. It's all great.
A whole slew of questions that I could finish that with.
Exactly.
I mean, how would you do it? Where would you do it? When would you do it?
Once
Just let me
again,
know.
I'm not answering that
Don't
question.
don't do it at the beginning of the month. like after the 5th. Give it to like the 20th or the 22nd, because I got my rent money in good and well. Because pay rent like between the 1st and the 5th, I just lost $1,000. You need to let me be comfortable for a little while to get my $1,000 worth of my living expense.
Living space, yeah. Don't worry though, because once he kills you, I'll be there to. I'm a vigilante. I'll be there to avenge.
Are you sure about that? If that was to happen?
Oh,
Just answer the question.
Ooh, Dre.
Just answer the question.
You heard the seriousness in his voice.
Are you?
That's a
Dre
question.
says, that is incorrect.
I
Actually,
would
I'd
do
kill
it.
you too.
Now you made your mark. There it is.
I need to stop saying on camera that I'm a vigilante, though. That's really blowing it for me.
You're not really doing anything anyway.
That's
So, I have not seen any vigilanteness out there at all. You're doing a terrible job.
I haven't marketed myself at all yet. I haven't set up any sort of, social media or press release or anything like that about the vigilanteism. Just kind of been staying in the shadows for now until I get more successful with it, get more clients. And then after that, kind of emerge like Batman.
Because once you get like the key to the city and then your own special day, that's when you know you made it.
Right. Yeah, that's like end goal. It's kind of like the Grammys for like you and Dre's. I want to be Batman.
I mean, who would it? Honestly, who would it? When I see you start getting Batman things, I'll believe it more.
Well, he hides all his things. I mean,
and come to a recording studio to do a podcast. Okay.
I mean,
the new generation. Back in my day, Batman would never go to a recording studio. He wouldn't even drop an album. He wouldn't feature. He wouldn't do what The Rock does.
I think it would be a pretty bad album, honestly.
It'd be a terrible album. I bet you it'd be like a lot of house and techno, unnecessary stuff. It's
Probably.
not like the Mortal Kombat
Stuff
soundtrack.
that would be good to listen to while you're out vigilanteing.
I guess.
Kind of like 4 on the floor type of make your heart beat a little faster.
Yeah. Batman wouldn't be a good artist.
I bet he's got a killer DJ setup though.
He would.
Absolutely.
He would, like the front of the Batmobile would be the DJ booth and shit like that. And then the doors come up like this, and it's more speakers, and like confetti guns on the top, and they're flying out like bats. You know what? Warner Brothers, get at me. Get at me. We'll make the next DJ Batman superstar. Get at me. Yeah. We just laid it out right here. We about to be millionaires.
Well, then I can
Except-
start
so-
buying Batman.
You didn't even have to do anything. How that worked
I
out.
mean, that's kind of like the actual Batman. I mean, his parents died and he got a bunch of money. That's about it. He didn't do anything.
I mean,
Lazy.
yeah.
I could be 10 times better. I could put in more work just today than he has in his whole life.
Yeah. He sure did. Sitting around being all rich and shit with his own butler.
He got him before.
I mean, he just. I don't know. Then he got a cool car. Like, where does he like? He does his own oil changes, right? So you can't like drive the Batmobile up to like. Like he's a mechanic, right? Like.
I like to
think.
think.
As a mechanic, right? Nobody's coming in to fix the Batmobile, right? Like.
Does the
he's
Batmobile
rich.
run on gas?
That's crazy. I didn't know he went to electrical engineering school. Like, what was Batman's educational background for him to do all the things that he did? Because to me, he was just a rich hot guy. He had to go to school and he just fell into money, right? I feel like at 18 he just ran the company. When he had time to learn computer programming and shit like that.
I mean, he was pretty young when his parents died, but I mean.
So he just sat in the house and learned how to make a bomb.
I'm sure he's rich. He went to school. I mean.
But he went to Batman school.
Bat school. Yeah, that's probably it.
Because that time he had,
what I was
I don't know
thinking.
how he had time to be a vigilante and rich and do all this stuff and fuck people and I don't know.
Has that ever happened in the show?
I don't know. Has he ever fucked anybody?
As Batman or as Bruce?
As Batman. Or was that
I
just
mean, that'd be
porn?
kind of a complication because, well, it is a full latex suit.
I said it sounds like I need a whole porn now.
It's got a cape and everything. Does Batman? Batman has a cape. Yeah.
He got a lot of things going on.
We can start a series here on the podcast. The Batman analysis, starting with the OG TV show.
I'm not gonna watch that.
And that way, by the end of, all of the series and movies that they have, we can finally determine whether or not Batman has gotten laid on air.
Is that something people actually care about?
I care about it right now. I mean, once I leave, different story. I don't know.
Oh, somebody might care about it.
As of this moment, I'm thinking about it pretty strong. I'm like, that's an important question to me.
Yeah, well, how about this? You can do that, and we'll just ask you about your Batman update.
That's a lot. That's like,
that died quick.
oh well.
It's a good idea, though. That's what we're about at the tip. Ideas
And tips.
and tips on ideas.
Tips and tricks, how to come up with ideas.
Yeah, and not follow through. Pretty good at that. I think once we start getting paid, no, I'm not gonna stay here and lie. I wouldn't do shit.
Who's paying me? Huh? Speaking of getting paid, music stores suck. I'm sorry. Just throwing that out there.
Why is it so bad, sir?
It's just a lot, man. Talking to people, trying to sell things. I just realized that I'm sitting here judging Kia for having the crappy mic out of the two.
Well, this was my mic that I brought from home.
Yeah.
It works.
It works?
It works.
Yeah.
That's all
I just-
that matters. It
Yeah,
works.
and don't-
Like, I would have never thought about that before working at a music store. But all I see is $25, includes a cable and a clip.
I didn't even get to
180.
with the cable. They just sold me the thingy for $20.
What?
Yeah,
Where at?
at Sam Ash.
They sold you that for $20.
Yeah, like $20.
The cable comes in the box.
Not the. I had this mic for like 5 years. I don't think it did when I got this one.
Those are the
I think it came with
best
a clip,
deal.
though.
It's got a 10-foot cable and a clip for it, and the mic for $25. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, it just get the point across.
You guys can get an extended replacement plan on it for $10 for a year, $20 for 2 years.
Not for 30. Something like $30. Fuck that. I just threw away like, because if I buy that shit, I would instantly lose this mic. If I don't buy that shit, I would never lose this mic. Now this mic get lost now. I got $25 to replace it,
Well,
and I get a cord.
That's all it takes. So
Yep. And I get a cord and the clip. Because they won't take they'll take the mic, but they won't take the clip. I hope. Unless we get robbed. Not
who's
rich enough
taking
of us.
mic clips in a robbery?
I mean, why would they just clean us out?
If
Oh,
I
wait.
was, I would never.
That's not very vigilante.
But if I was just robbing this studio, I'm not thinking about the mic clips. I'm sorry, unless the mic clip is specific to the mic. Like, I'm taking the shock mount to the Neumann, but I'm not taking this right here.
Wait, okay, so if you were to rob this place, what kind of vehicle are you
if-
coming with?
Not mine. I mean,
No,
that's
are
the
you coming with
first
No,
step.
I'm saying, are you coming with like a couple of cars? Or are you coming with like a truck?
I can't. I'm not picking up the slate and moving it out or anything. I'll break it in the process. So, I mean, pretty much all I'm taking is rack gear and that microphone. Is that it?
Just to be clear, no one gave any ideas to rob the studio.
Don't.
Because it's a slight possibility. It's a slight one. Allegedly, you might be lipping out of here. It's a slight one.
There are cameras and stuff. Yeah, don't rob a studio.
Yeah, I just don't steal. I mean, don't rob a bus. It's an inconvenience. For one.
Yeah. I mean, it really sucked to get robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, 0 out of 10 wouldn't recommend. And then be signed up with certain insurance policy, and then they have to pay renter's insurance, and then they drop you because you got robbed.
Because
Like,
you got
your fault.
robbed, yeah.
Yeah, like that's not how that's supposed to work.
It's like flood insurance that you can't get if you live anywhere near a body of water.
Yeah. Stupid America. But what new music have you been listening to, Zach? What's out there?
New music?
Is there any new music out there?
I did really like the Pusha T album. I know you guys said you thought it was pretty average.
I didn't listen to it.
It was straight.
Man, it was pretty good.
I noticed I don't like Pharrell production on hip hop at this state that much.
It's good, but the thing is, it's so repetitive that it's like pretty much each song, I ended up finding a spot where I was like, yeah, it's time to skip this song.
Yikes!
There's no more.
Just the
Besides
8-bar
maybe
loop.
Neck and Wrist and maybe Diet Coke. I like that one a lot, but it's still pretty repetitive. New music. Not really anything new. I went back on a big Hiatus Coyote kick just because.
Who was that?
They're like a pop
I found
group.
out about them because Drake sampled one of their songs. Sampled loosely, literally just put the intro to one of their songs as the intro to one of his songs, and then like this switched up the song afterwards. But they do like neo.
Yeah, like neo soul pop stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Napalm has solo stuff too. She's a singer. But yeah, they're based out of Australia.
Okay.
Good group.
Yeah.
Hiatus. I don't know how hiatus is supposed to be spelled, but none of the name is spelled the way you think it's going to be.
Of course it isn't.
Yes, it looks very Asian oriented.
Oh, okay.
They're great. You should check them out. There's certain songs where I'm like, yeah, this is really annoying, but the ones I do like, top tier.
They're a group with a lot of soul. I say that,
Gotcha. Okay.
which is important.
Speaking of that, what do you think? What's a great artist to you?
A great what do you like? What makes a great artist?
To you, yes.
First and foremost, obviously, they make music that I want to listen to, and don't get tired of quick. Like per se, Anderson .Paak. I pretty much listen to most of his music still.
Why? Let's get a little more analytical with it. Why? What are the ingredients?
I mean, the part that you can't really get too analytical about is just makes you pop your head. I mean, it makes you want to keep listening to it. But
feeling.
as far as like the theory side of it, I mean, he uses it's Anderson .Paak in particular, but artists like this use more variety with their songs. Have songs that don't sound the same. I know like some of his earlier albums is more focused on dance music and like definitely has like EDM influence in there, whereas his music nowadays he's way more influenced by like funk and R&B and stuff, 70s style, like what he's doing with Bruno Mars and all that, kind of trying to bring that back. But he's had so many different changes in his career. Like Miles Davis, he had like 6-7 different genres that he actually professionally worked in over the course of his career. But you can pick any one of them and listen to one of his songs and you're going to find some good stuff, if not great stuff. Some of it was questionable, in my opinion.
Oxnard, yeah. Questionable.
I like Oxnard.
Questionable still. And speaking of Silk Sonic, that album kind of came and went, didn't it?
Yeah.
All albums do that now.
That was not my favorite album. Not gonna lie.
It wasn't supposed to. The way they promoted it and the way it was
Yeah,
sounded.
wait,
It wasn't
you would
supposed
thought, yeah, you would have thought it would last a lot longer, but like
It just came and went.
But the thing is, like,
same way Adele.
what did you expect? I mean, the whole album's kind of the same thing. I mean,
Like Adele.
Yeah, 30.
I didn't
30.
listen to that one. That's her new one.
Yeah,
She
there's
came
some,
out
there's
with
some cool
like last
stuff.
year.
There's some cool stuff on there, but it's
I just never been that big of an Adele fan. I think her music's great, but I just like me personally, I don't play it in the car and like enjoy it like that.
It's soccer mom music.
When fat people get skinny, something gets lost there, and they were known for being. It's the branding thing that happens.
Yeah.
So what about when skinny people get fat?
It all depends on how it happens. Big Pun was skinny at one point.
Was
He
it?
was hot too. Yeah, he was skinny. Then he just got big, and then he just got bigger. I don't know. Somebody doing what I was going through that fat skinny kind of thing. Lesbian, not lesbian, bi, not bi, non-binary, straight. But that's a. And then she wanted us to not call them aliens anymore because it's offensive to aliens to call them aliens.
To the extraterrestrial aliens? Is it not like illegal aliens?
not like illegal aliens, like E.T. Like she said, it's offensive to call them aliens.
I got you. It is offensive to her.
But Twitter just said, "Shut up, Demi Lovato." Shut up.
Wait, who said that?
Demi Lovato.
That's
Demi Lovato. I mean, she was on heroin or something.
She's a nutbag.
I shouldn't make that joke. She's recovered. Sorry, Demi Lovato.
She just need to love herself.
Female hero. She was a heroin.
You said she was a heroin female hero?
I said she was a female hero. Heroin.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought you said. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. That she's a heroin female hero. Respectfully. What?
I mean, I hope she gets better, but she's just fucking annoying.
I mean,
Just
from
as a
what I
woman, she's fucking
understand, she
annoying.
stopped doing heroin, but I don't really go off. She exists. She does stuff. She makes music, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, she made some notable hits.
A lot of the stuff that she sounds. My problem is she has a yelling voice.
Oh, I think I've heard some of her music. She just like
I don't know.
a strong voice.
Yeah, but it's not. It's strong. Me having a strong voice and yelling are two different things.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, I listened to SZA Deluxe album. Sound like she was just yelling on a few tracks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like you can sing without yelling.
you said Silk Sonic, what?
Nah,
No,
SZA.
SZA.
Oh, SZA. The
I didn't
Deluxe, the
listen.
Control that came out 4 or 5
Why did
years
they?
ago.
Why did they release a deluxe version of an album that came out 4
Because she
years
ain't got
ago?
no music, that's why.
It's stupid.
Somebody not let her release. Oh, it sounds like.
Yeah, she probably don't have any music, stuck in a bad contract, or doesn't have any good music to release, so you get a deluxe to a 5-year-old album.
I mean, is
That's
the deluxe good in your opinion?
I mean, it's not bad, it's not terrible. I mean,
Like,
it's
would you
listenable
recommend it to me to play it on the car ride home?
if you choose to do that. I can't.
If
I
you
only
so
heard-
desire.
I only heard it the one time. I
If
mean,
Zach
if you
said,
choose.
"Here's the aux cord," would you put that
No.
CD on? Okay.
No, nah. It's
I
not,
honestly
it's not
haven't.
terrible. But
I haven't even given Kendrick's album a third listen yet. I listened to it twice and haven't really. I mean, I'm vibing with a few songs, but I haven't like revisited it too much.
Yeah, you're either gonna love or hate it. That's just what it is.
But I don't love or hate it. That's the thing. I'm pretty indifferent, to tell you the truth.
How so?
I don't know. Like certain songs come on shuffle, and then I'll just be like, "Cool, it's a pretty good song. It's nothing spectacular." I don't know. I just don't hate it. You know. I think some of the concepts are good and all that, but then again, I generally will spend a couple months feeling that way about a Kendrick album before I go back and like it a lot.
I probably would never give it a spin.
Man, it's tough.
I mean, some people just aren't for everybody.
Yeah, I just don't. Nothing says, you know what? Why you put on that Kendrick Lamar?
That's what happened to me
never-
with J. Cole. I
That was-
loved J. Cole, you know, thought everything was great, and then he dropped For Your Eyes Only. I don't care how good or bad people think For Your Eyes Only was. I genuinely didn't have any interest in listening to it again. And then everything he's dropped after that, I've just been like pretty indifferent to. Sorry, I know we're in Raleigh. Not the spot
I mean,
for that.
he's from Fayetteville, so he'll be alright.
Yeah.
True.
And he don't care either.
Oh, I hate Ninth Wonder. Rhapsody sucks. I can't say that. That's a lie.
I mean, I'll listen to either one of them, but I'll never say they suck.
I don't really listen to a ton of Rhapsody's solo music.
She doesn't have enough of it.
I don't know.
It seems like good and great artists, or potentially good to great artists, they don't drop any music nowadays when they get signed. It's weird.
I mean, what makes her great?
I can't tell you. I will say what some people could tell you.
What do they say?
She can rap well.
What does rapping well mean? Does she rap well because she's a chick, or does she rap well because she raps well? That's my
I just
thing.
think that she genuinely raps well, but also I'm not a rapper, so and I don't claim to be. I have a hard time deciphering what rapping well means myself, because some people, hear a little baby verse and think it's like the best thing on the planet, but I think it's just fun to listen to. I don't know about the rapping aspect. Well, it depends on the song.
Yeah, it depends on the song for Lil Baby. I think his cadences are interesting. I'll say that.
I can get with
And then
that.
sometimes he'll say something, you're like, oh, he sounds kind of smart. But going back to the other thing we were talking about.
Rhapsody, yeah.
Yeah. Is she good just for a chick? Or, because, like, Megan Thee Stallion, she's not good, right? Or is she good? She's not good, right?
Potential. She had potential at one
Does
point in
she?
time, but people. At
I
this
personally
point,
don't think she is.
I
But I never have, honestly. I mean, I've never been a huge fan.
mean, especially... And then you got, like, people like Cardi B. You know that she's technically, like, the perfect concept of an artist. Like, it really doesn't matter if she writes her shit or not, because she would generally have a bop because she's Cardi B.
I
Because
don't
she knows
get
how-
how
she knows
people
how-
are still surprised that artists don't write their music.
I mean, like, she has the performance. She got the performance down as an artist. So it's like, she will never go anywhere to me. She'll pop in the country song in a couple weeks and they'll be like, Cardi kind of rock that.
Yeah, I mean, I think she definitely secured that. And then again, like, lots of artists that could hop on a country song tomorrow and they'd blow up, and I'd be like, yeah, it's pretty decent.
I mean,
Not
would you want to
great.
hear Megan Thee Stallion on the country song?
no.
I mean, she's from Texas.
So what?
Like, if Garth Brooks and Faith Hill and Tim McGraw, you see, I'm just picking some basic ass names.
I heard Lil Durk.
Can't let that slide.
I heard
You said
Lil
she's
Durk.
from Where?
She's from Texas.
Cardi.
Houston.
No,
No.
Talking about
Megan
Megan
Thee
Thee
Stallion. Back on Megan. Yeah.
No, Cardi's from New York, right?
Bronx.
Yeah. So, and then they're like, we're making this country song, and then next thing you know, it has some weird hip hop pop break. Then Megan Thee Stallion come on, ride a man like a horse, some stupid shit like that.
Ride
And you think
Man like a horse.
like you're my country lover. Like it's like let's chase some chickens together. It's just like you wouldn't believe her, right? She has to be making that shit up, like, in not the good way. Like,
Do
she
I
can't-
believe that Meg Thee Stallion is chasing chickens? No.
Like, it's like a cartoon, right? It would be a cartoon at that point. Because she'll say something about, like, yeah, he has that horse dick or some shit like that. She'll put that in the country song.
Lil Nas X has already probably put
Beat me
that
up
in
like
the
some
song.
It just... So, I guess, like, I'd be so mad if somehow I turn on my XM radio, some country song, and Megan Thee Stallion pops up on there.
I would not be surprised, genuinely, that two popular artists in two separate genres came together.
How popular is Meg Thee Stallion today?
Oh, I don't know. I don't see the
She's
radio.
still pretty popular.
I need you to answer the question. How popular is she today
On a scale of 1 to 10?
for her music?
I'd say probably still like a good 7 or 8.
Because the only thing we know her for at this point is a court case.
Yeah, but she got plenty out on TikTok still trending. You hear it every day. I'm not saying that people are like recognizing in the moment that they're listening to it that that's a Meg Thee Stallion song and they're listening to Meg Thee Stallion, but she's still making money actively off of her music on a daily basis, and it's getting listened to by millions of strangers on a daily basis.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree.
Oh, I think she's at a good 4, if that, out of 10. Yeah.
4 out of 10.
Yeah,
Fuck
I think
with
she had a
it.
good 4. I think she has one song. Wait, no, that's probably like 2 weeks. No, never mind. She probably had a 3.
Huh.
Because you know what happened after she had her rise? She started falling off because of the music she was putting out after. It wasn't hitting all the way. Then she tried to go poppy, and it didn't catch on. She started singing more. It was starting to sound weird, and now it's kind of at a standstill. People believe or don't believe she really got shot in a court case. It's looking real murky for her right now.
I
She
haven't been
doesn't
paying
be the
attention to that at all. Is this still from when she got shot in the foot?
That's still going on.
This feel like been going on for like 5 years.
That's been going on forever. Didn't she say like Chris Brown or Tory Lanez or somebody did that?
Yes,
Yeah.
Tory Lanez, yeah.
I would not be surprised if they put a Love and Hip Hop Texas and have her in it.
Oh,
I feel like
man.
she just should go into reality TV.
So they're saying she might have faked getting shot in the foot by Tory
They
Lanez.
said that she might have stopped. The doctor report said she might have stepped on glass or something like that.
But-
So it might be confirmed that she might have actually been capping for the past 2 years.
But did she think that she got shot and she stepped on glass? Or did she step on glass and then say Tory Lanez shot her?
See, that's 2 different things.
Yeah, that's 2 very
if it
different
was
things.
if it was the former, with the first one you said, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, she
thought
might.
that she was so dramatic that she thought she got shot in the foot when and she's like, ah,
I mean, that'd be a crazy coincidence,
ah,
but it could
fix
happen.
my foot, and then they didn't want to tell her because she was being super dramatic, and they just put in the report. They're like, she'll probably read this. She seems like a smart girl.
That's probably not how it happened.
I don't think all that happened that way, but Now, if she stepped on glass and said that he shot me, and she knew that she stepped on glass,
I mean, that's
that's a
a defamation case on the way.
yeah, and a waste of everybody's time. You know how many losers were like into that whole story for some reason? I feel bad for the people that wasted their time.
I mean, but that's
on.
on them for wasting their time
I
on a
know.
celebrity story like that. I mean, it is what it is.
It's a double-edged sword. Like, I was sorry that you wasted your time, but that's what you get, wasting your time.
That's how I feel. It's like anybody who's scrolling through Snapchat Discovered these days and taking it seriously, like, it's on you. On you.
So, Kia, what makes a great artist in your point of view?
The music makes a great artist for me. Like, I feel like I'm at the point now where your music can be perfect, and I don't give a fuck what else you do, honestly. Like, recently I realized Ed Sheeran's gonna be like the new Justin Timberlake of this generation.
Oh, no. You think so?
Yeah, he's popping up in a lot of urban shit lately.
Oh, shit.
Is he?
That's tough.
Yeah. He's working with a lot of urban artists lately.
That's tough.
So he's gonna be like the new JT. The thing is, Ed Sheeran, he can sing. That boy can sing.
He can.
He just looks
I
like
just don't think that he makes
drill pad.
interesting music to me. Like, I genuinely thought, like, all the songs that got popular, A-Team and all that they were good. You know, I listened to them back in high school and when they were popular. But now it's just like, you're still just doing the same thing.
Yeah, well, because he can sing, but he just doesn't have any soul. But the tone of his voice, that's just something, man.
Something.
If I don't look at him and I just hear his voice, I'm like, yeah.
And, like, you know, there's videos of him doing it live without auto-tune or anything like that, too. And it still sounds
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, but then I saw him dance. I'm like, damn, he danced like a white boy.
Hey, but I can't dance. I can't talk crap.
Yeah, but it's like it kills the. I was talking to Dre about this. The theory of the mind. When you see somebody, you're like, oh, okay, well, they sing really good. I can get past his looks. And Sharon, he's dancing. You're like, I can't get past that.
Yeah. I was telling Heather, I stopped, like, when people come in here and we have sessions and stuff, like, try to be away from the camera because the minute they start recording me, I've had artists, like, record me and then be like, man, I can't post this to Instagram. You look goofy. Like, talking to me.
Damn.
Like,
Damn.
man, like, I'm actively making your music sound good. Stop talking crap.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's tough.
That's.
Yeah.
I never had that.
All I did was throw a peace sign. You know, that's all
Yikes.
I've got. I'm not throwing up sets. That's not me. I'm throwing up a peace sign.
You
That's
should
what I
have
have.
just do this. You just straight up thumb.
think you might need an image consultant, man.
I get a peace sign, a smile. I do. I need somebody like to teach me how to dress, teach me how to have an image. If I
Oh God, we got
want,
another reality TV
I just
show.
don't care. Like, especially with like social media and all this stuff. I don't want like people seeing me.
I mean, let me ask you this: how do you think people are going to know what you do besides just being in person? You have to figure out some way.
Yeah.
In the age of social media, you can't.
Right, but I guess what I'm trying to say is
Gotcha.
like, with just content, I don't know what to put up, but I don't want to be the content being me. Like, I don't want to focus on me, you know, because I don't care.
Talk about what you do.
Like, I want to wear jeans and a t-shirt and be fine, and without having any drip, because I don't have it. No drip.
Do you want to have drip, or you just accept that you don't have drip?
If I had money, I'd probably have drip because I'd go buy stuff that's drippy. But for now, no drip.
What's
I want money. I don't really care about drip.
so?
Fair.
What's your drippy? What's drippy to you?
I mean, I guess that's the question. What's drippy to me? I like these shoes. I think they're pretty drippy.
Maxes, okay.
I mean,
Regular old Maxes, fine with me.
you come in like a Gucci shirt.
I don't think
and
my jeans and my t-shirt are drippy. Yeah, a Gucci shirt. I'd wear a Gucci
you
shirt.
start wearing like chains and watches and stuff like that.
I don't like necklaces on. I'd wear it. If I had a nice watch, I'd wear it. I broke all my watches that I had.
What about a nose ring?
I don't. I'd wear it if I had a piercing, but I don't see myself getting a piercing. I don't like needles.
Will you change your hairstyle and get rid of the hat?
Yeah, I haven't been wearing the hat recently. I wore it today because I didn't have time. I woke up this morning. I thought that my clock said 10:30, and then at 11:38, I got a text from my manager. She was like, "Where are you?" I'm supposed to be there at 11:30. Oops. But yeah, anyways, I just threw my hat on this morning. Yeah, but to answer your question, no, I don't care about drip as much. I just want the money to be able to afford drip, and then I'll probably buy some. But until then, like I'm all good.
All right.
Trey, will you buy some drip?
I mean, Drake dripped out all the time.
Probably not. I'll definitely upgrade, of course, but as far as drip, no.
But if you had completely expendable money, like you're like, okay, sure.
Same thing. I'm not. Why do I need a Gucci shirt for? For what? Why am I about to pay
Yeah, but
$400 to $1,000 for?
It's not
shoes
necessarily
and a
all
shirt?
that's drip. I mean, you could start wearing suits every day.
Why do I want to wear Versace? Why do I want to wear that shit? I don't want that. Paying $2,000 for some shit that I probably won't throw away in about a couple months. I don't want that shit.
If Drake start coming in with suits,
I think he'd look very sharp.
well, he need a haircut first. Then we could probably go there.
I need that
But it would
haircut.
probably blow my mind. I'm like, yeah, he's getting ready for a serious moment. That'd be the next chapter.
I when I was like, I'd just gotten here, hadn't been here for very long. Mike texted me and was like, "Hey, we're going to Jonathan's tonight. Like, dress like a boss." So I show up in a suit. I'm standing outside of the Dollar Tree outside of Jonathan's in a suit, waiting for Mike to show up. But yeah, I mean, I might have been the only one in a suit, but I felt good about myself.
What was Mike wearing?
Huh?
What was Mike wearing?
He was wearing jeans and a white T-shirt. I was like, "Tell me to dress like a boss." Wearing jeans and a white T-shirt. Not even a chain, just jeans and a white T-shirt.
What did he say when he saw you?
I don't know. Probably that I looked very sharp. I did have somebody come up to me while I was still outside of Dollar Tree, and she was like, "Are you okay?"
Hey,
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm just waiting on my boss to show up." She was like, "You know where you're at, right?" I was like, "I might want to go inside then." I don't know. Yeah, I see where I'm at.
wow.
That
Yeah.
is wild. Because she was either...
She looked concerned.
Yeah. You were either a druggie on the street, or she was like, you're about to get robbed.
I I will say Jonathan's is right next to a police station, so I don't think I'm gonna get.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I think people get killed closer to a police station than anything else. It's like the police is right there and still taking 35 minutes.
Anyways, I will say, free plug, Jonathan's open mic night is solid. They have some really good talent there. House band's really good.
I keep telling myself I'm going over there, but then I just don't do it.
It was good. I mean, I think it was like $15 to get in the door, which was a little bit much, but I mean, Mike paid for it, so I don't have to worry about it.
He's like, I want to do this on my own.
But yeah,
So let's go back to the question that was earlier. Promoting yourself on social media. You said the content doesn't. You don't want to be in the content, but you.
I'm fine with being in it. I just don't want to be the focus of it. So like, I don't want to be in every post or anything like that.
What do you do that you think you can post on social media to help promote yourself and your services?
Well, I mean, I have plenty of beats I could post. Have those beats. They're ready to sell. So of course, that'd be promoting a product that I have. As far as my actual services, I mean, as soon as I get an artist in here, I could get pictures with them. Have that.
Have you
posted.
been in the studio before?
Yeah, and I didn't get any pictures or snippets,
You
which I
should,
could in the
yeah.
future, and that would be beneficial. Of course, like with artist permission and everything, but yeah. Now I have an Instagram, just don't have anything posted on it. So, working on it, but yeah. I don't know. To tell you the truth, be kind of the block there. I made business cards though.
It's cool.
Did
That's
make
great.
business cards.
What does it say on your business card?
Huh?
Does it have your social media on your business card?
The social media is on the business card, but I don't have any posts on the social media. So I figured, that's a crutch that I will get over. But crutch, obstacle, whatever the word is.
Same difference.
But yeah, I'm working on it. I made the Instagram just a few days ago, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what the content should be. But like I said, I don't want to just.
Who are you? What do you do? What do you do or say that makes you great?
Every time Dre asks me this question, I don't know the answer.
I'm gonna ask until you figure it out. It's a very important part of how you brand and market yourself and what you do.
What are you thinking on that? People, if you're going to give me a business card, put a QR code on it. That'll make me use your business card.
Oh, that's a smart idea.
Because I don't want to have to type in shit. Because of how lazy I am. How the world has made me lazy. Because I
But
want
like
to
a
try to figure out if you...
Oh, QR code to a link tree.
Yeah, QR code. If it goes
Yeah.
to one place, bruh, you got me. You got at least one listen. I owe you at least one listen and a thumbs up on one of your YouTube videos. If I can just click it.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to scroll. I don't want to have to type in shit, man. It's just too much work.
Well, mine are upgrade from what I had though, because I was like taking a lead sheet from my job, and I talk to a lot of musicians at the music store and everything, and I work in pro audio, so I see a lot of people trying to build up recording equipment. Mm-hmm. So I've been having to put like my name, my phone number, the studio's information and stuff on like a loose leaf sheet of paper, fold it up and give it to people. So at least I have it consolidated now. But that QR code's a good idea.
Yeah, we just need a QR code. And
Also, I don't know the answer to your question. I'll have to think on it more. I mean,
there has to be a service with that, not like a Apple Pay service where you can put your business card in your Apple Pay and you can just airdrop it to other people that have iPhones.
like a physical, like a virtual card type deal.
Almost, and they said hey, can I have your information? Like, yeah, you got an iPhone. He's like, yeah. And you open up, like you do Apple Pay. Pull up your card, and then airdrop it. Say, open your airdrop over there, and it shows up in their cards. If that's not a thing, Apple, you're missing out.
That's a good idea. Other than they're in your phone, but who's gonna open up the business card app and scroll through it?
But then you can organize it like auto mechanics, tax person, lawyers. It'd be like another contact seat, and then it said, "Hey, you need a good plumber?" Boom.
Not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, Apple does have that because you can share your card or name as a contact to somebody's phone, just airdrop, and they have all your information.
Yeah, but it's like
Just
just
set it up.
an easy act, like
You're
another way of
Talking
easy
about
access.
basically like the wallet app, but for like cards in particular.
Yeah, and it's just like, hey, you wanna this AMI Studios? Click, there you go. Right there. The same. If it was just in the card area, I don't want to have to open up my contacts book because I got like 16 Google accounts and all the names are not in all of them for some reason. So then it's looking through each account for it's just too much work. I just want a quick card for other people that's address book don't like mine.
If anybody wants to come get a free business card at Sam Ash Music, come and see me. 12 to 7. I made the edges rounded because I know I pick my teeth with business cards. I was like, I don't want
That's why
people.
you got fucking COVID twice.
Like, I don't want people picking my teeth with their business card around the edges. So any toothpickers out there trying to get a free business card, don't hit my line. You're not gonna get it.
All right. Besides the toothpickers, before we get out of here, if somebody were to pay you $1 million for one of your services, and they asked, "Hey, what can I get for paying you $1 million?" What would you say to them?
I mean, I'd tell them I can.
What's the greatest thing you do for $1 million?
The greatest thing that I do, in my personal opinion, is record and mix. I mean, that's what I like to do. So I'd offer a lot of hours of recording and mixing for $1 million. Like, I don't know. I don't think I have made a beat that I consider to be $1 million beat at this point. So wouldn't say that, but I more do that for fun. I mean, I haven't really been like making beats so I can push them out and sell them as much because I lose interest making beats like that. I don't make it's fun of stuff in my opinion. I just like to make them for fun whenever they come to me. But yeah, as far as like what I find value in myself, I like to record, I like to mix. I think I have a good ear, and getting better knowledge of equipment now, so being more professional with that.
That's where you start.
Yeah.
That's where you, making content. That's where you start.
I've made a beat for fun and I don't know how long.
I kept making beats, trying to like think about selling them and stuff, and that's all I was thinking about when making the beat. And I was just making a bunch of beats that I didn't like.
And I think that's always happens to me too. I make beats. I used to make beats in intention of selling them. It's like all these beats sound like trash, man.
And I wasn't getting any quicker at making them either with that mindset, because I ended up having more roadblocks just trying to think of what somebody else might want to hear in a beat. And so yeah, it just took all the fun out of it for me. And then I spent like 4 months not making any beats, and now I'm back to like doing it once in a while. Want to do it more?
Answer your question. I would say production. It's full on production. The whole shebang. It's just yours with just also creating that final product. That'd be my $1 million service. What would be yours?
Multimedia creation. We create assets to uplift and make your business grow. As far as, if needed, music, videos, podcasts, graphics, and eventually gaming. But right now, the previous ones I mentioned, and photography too.
This is a good area to get into gaming right now, I think.
They're bringing that games to here, I think.
Well, Epic Games just bought out, what is it, Cary Town Center, and they're putting their campus there.
Not only that, I mean, like a big old convention is coming down here.
Esports thing.
Yeah, the esports thing. They're coming down here.
Yeah, I've been looking around at jobs and stuff on and off for the last year or two, but there's been a lot of like gaming sound design jobs out there, which would be super cool, but all the requirements are like softwares that I've never heard of before, so I think I have to do some research if I want to get
Just
into that.
apply and figure it out.
Yeah.
You never know what somebody call you back for. You'll be surprised. The requirements are just there to scare people.
Yeah. So, Dre, if you want to go to that, let's go. I want to go there just to look around and people watch.
Oh, let me know.
And then you can go and do your Dre thing.
For sure. Just let me know. I'm there. Just let me know.
It's not my thing. Like it's like I've learned my lane and stuff. Like going there to conventions and trying to sell myself, that's not me. It's not me.
Well,
I
like
can't
going
do it.
up to strangers has never been my thing, but then again, I've also been in a job for the last 5 months now where I have to talk to strangers all day, every day. So I feel like I've got...
you know generally what people are at your place for, so that makes
Yeah.
more
That's
sense.
that's true. Whenever people come into Sam Ash, I feel very comfortable talking to them because I know exactly like they're looking for me to come and talk to them and help them out with stuff. Whereas like if I go to a convention, I have to go walk up to people and introduce myself first and all that. It's a little different.
Yeah, yeah. See, like I know that I'm the type of person that I need to show you. Let me show you what I can do, so you can believe in me, and then that's how I get my true responses. Cause I don't want to sit there and talk about it. Cause I can
Oh, but
say
the thing
like
is,
the best, like the best thing in the world, like having the best sex in the world, but you won't believe it until it's done.
it's hard to like just say, yeah, let me show you, and then tell somebody $80 an hour, let me show you, you know, because that's a big
Well, you got to
investment
find a
to some
different way to
people.
market it, because people don't want to pay for something unless it's worth it. So you have to show them why it's worth it. Say, give them a demo or free something just to get them in the
Well, my
funnel.
thing with Sam Ash is like people are often coming in to start a home recording setup, and you know, be like, yeah, come back and tell me if you're like completely happy with your sound, and if you're not, then like use this for small stuff that you're just like getting done at home, and then go to an actual studio to record
Or-
and hit me up about it.
Or they record, you mix. You
That
get paid.
that too.
It's simple.
Yeah.
You can just cut out the middleman right there, because some people are just not comfortable coming to the booth in the studio, and you just have to adjust the market. Like, all right, if this audience is not going to come to the studio anymore, I can at least still get money by mixing their stuff.
Well, people like everybody wants to think that, you know, because you can set up a home studio for $1,000, that it's easy to do that and then make a nice recording. It's like if you go get an Audio Technica AT2020 for $100 and a Focusrite Scarlett and all of that, you'll get a pretty good recording. It's gonna sound good, but
Yeah,
it's
and
gonna take a
especially if you get
lot
one-
of work to make it sound like it's gonna sound in here.
Yeah, if they're fortunate enough to have a good room too, actually, you'd be
Yeah.
surprised what it sounds like.
And some people have no idea what they're doing. They go buy a pair of 8-inch monitors for their room
This tiny as
that's
shit.
half the size of this one, and it has 2 open walls, and they have no treatment.
Yeah,
and it's like-
giant ass, like 8 speakers, and it's like the room's not even but so big. It's like, bruh, you don't need all that speaker.
Mm-mm. That's a big
Like,
mistake.
those big giant like Behringers too.
I,
like-
I
like-
hate Behringer.
Like those freaking cookout speakers. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, and they can just pay you to help set up their studio.
That's true. I have been trying to get into, because PAs, like not specifically studio setups, but even like PA setups. I didn't know much about that, but now that I've been selling speakers and mixers for the last 5 months, I know exactly how to set all that stuff up. And so I'm thinking if I can get, that could be a pretty profitable side gig as far as like with all the churches in the area and
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
setups going on, clubs, churches, bars. Those people come in. If I learn how to do that and how to properly diagnose what people need and where to put it, you make good money doing those setups.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, people charge $150 just to go look at the room and say what they need, let alone like the actual setup part of it.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, if you learned something today, good. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you.
Just a tip. Get on it, sit on it, touch on it, look on it, all that good stuff.
You have been embraced by the tip. Until next time, we're out of here.
Deuces. She's like, I'm never coming back here.